Hello, it is the summary of the CP2. Okay, so I know most of you are not really going to have interest on river, but I'm still need to talk about it. Okay, but it would be kind of straightforward if you really understand all the thing in the river。in the river 嚇，你識嘅話，其實就唔係太難嘅。你啲嘢好熟嘅話，其實 OK 嘅，唔難嘅。真係冇 hesitate 話喂我好難喎，好多人走去講話好難喎，咁樣跟住你唔鬼揀咁。If you really think yourself is excel on this, feel free to choose for real. Okay, don't hesitate because most of them feel it's not too good. Okay, then so at the very beginning for the reverse and upper course, for this table you really need to memorize all the things that about this table. Okay, upper course, yeah, definitely in the highest region, so on and so forth. Okay, so it is decreasing in general. Okay, in terms of altitude, it's decreasing. Also, the gradient is also decreasing. Okay, you may find in the lower course there's a gentle relief delta Then so for the width and the depth, okay, is increasing from the upper course to the lower course. Okay, then why? Because upper course is not really having a lot of water. Then the width is narrow and then the depth is shallow. Okay，咁水啊嘛，咁你點沖佢都係得好少即係好細個area 嘅。咁 middle is a bit wider and deeper for the lower course. Then this is wider and deeper. Okay, worthless. So the roughness will be decreased. Okay, make a roughness 去粗糙度啊嘛。Okay, so it's talking about rather there's a rock, a lot of rock or sand, more sand, so on and so forth. So in terms of upper cost, the roughness is high. Okay, because there's a lot of rock. Okay, but for the lower cost, it's kind of smooth because it's mainly made up by the sand or clay even. Okay, in general, the roughness of the river course will be decreasing with increase towards the lower course. Okay, the path is relatively straight in the upper course. Okay, and then the sinuosity. Sinuosity. I forget to write the sinuosity. Okay. Will be increasing. Why? Because it's going to be meandering and meandering. Okay, then maybe you can search the YouTube and then find out what is meander, the formation of meander. Okay, because larger meander. Okay, go. Bye. So if you are having a very strong, sorry for the game, I don't have YouTube Premium.
Compared to the whitewater streams that tumble down mountainsides,
this in the upper course, this lower course, right?
Tamed, lazy, but mountain streams are corralled by the steep walled valleys they carve.
This is upper stream, right? So it's straight.
Out on the open plains, those stony walls give way to soft soil.
Lower course is
rivers to shift their banks
like
and set their own ever-changing courses to the sea, courses that almost never run straight. At least not for long, because all it takes to turn a straight stretch of river into a bendy one is a little disturbance and a lot of time. And in nature, there's plenty of both. Say, for example, that a muskrat burrows herself.
I'm not going to show you the whole thing, okay? Then, after this video, I think you should know that the summary 去咗邊？等陣啊 I need to find out the summary first. Right here, yeah. Okay, then so you can see in terms of the waterfall, this kind of landscape, which is upper course, you can find the river channel is relatively straight. Okay, for the middle course, it's winding a bit. Okay, and then the lower course is having a lot of big bends, just like the osmotic meander, that kind of thing. Okay, how about the shape? Shape is relatively narrow. Okay, just like here, more or less like here, but you have to specify it's a deep V shape. Okay, And for here is YV shape. But you may ask, oh, how come it is shallow? Just compare and contrast indeed, okay? Because in the upper course, although it is relatively shallow, but you know, there is vertical erosion and also headward erosion, making the river will become relatively deeper than the lower course. Because lower course, although I know it's very deep, but it's mainly because of the large discharge, okay? They are mainly doing the lateral erosion, right? Instead of the vertical erosion. Then although it is deeper, I know, but it's just because but while compared with the discharge, the upper course is still relatively deeper than the lower course. Okay, where if we going to compare the proportion with the discharge, okay, low characteristic so it's increasing for the amount, okay, or at the very beginning, the amount is small. The upper course is in the very beginning, so they are the origin of the different load, okay, then low, moderate, and then large, okay, towards the lower course, because there are more and more sediment going into the river along the way, okay, more sediment going along the rate, okay, so it making the lower cost become larger and larger in terms of amount, and also for the size, okay, because again, raw okay, raw in the upper cost mainly made up by the rock, then the size should be larger, and then for the lower cost sand, so it is relatively fine, okay. Shape mostly angular means it is not rounded, okay, but for here it is relatively rounded, okay. So in terms of size, it's decreasing along the river, and then for the angularity is relatively lower along the river, okay. Stream order, if you forget what is stream order, remind you again, okay. And the river source we got as number one, and then these two, number two, and number three. So accordingly, upper course is in here, then definitely the stream order will be lower, and then the middle cost and then the higher the lower cost right here, then it should be increasing along the way. Okay, size of catchment area also the same, because if we are talking about number three's catchment area, virtually we are talking about the whole area, because number one responsible for the water for the number three, right? So all the number one's generation belongs to number three indeed. So for the lower cost, virtually its catchment area is virtually the whole river. Okay, channel water again is increasing, okay. Number of tributaries joined, which is more 其實呢個圖講晒㗎啦 ，OK。This diagram almost account all the thing, okay. And for here, it's also increasing, okay. Speed of waterfall is also increasing, because in the upper course there are more rock, more obstacle. Then it is more obstacle to block the river flow, so the speed of water is lower, okay. But for the lower course, because fewer obstacle, most of the sand is most of the sediment occurring in the lower course is just sand. Then accordingly, the speed of waterfall is high, okay. Discharge also okay, because from the stream order, size of catchment area, channel of the river, number of tributaries, all of them is explaining. At the upper course, there are fewer waters, and then finally in the lower course, it is having more water. Then altogether, lower course is having largest discharge. Okay, amount of erosive power because of the discharge is strongest in the lower course. Virtually, it is in the largest. It is largest in the lower cost. Why? Because the discharge is highest. Okay. I know you may say that, oh, how come lower cost is having highest erosive power? Just because you cannot see, because it's mainly having a lot of load. So in general, the erosive power is not strong. Okay, full year process upper cost erosion, lower middle cost transportation, and lower cost is the deposition, right? Okay, and then all of them is just the explaining of the whole thing again. Okay, as I have mentioned before, the rough channel and also small discharge making the speed of water flow low. Okay, relatively the middle cost is moderate because they are more able to remove the borders. Okay, deposition is taking speed of water flow in the lower cost is high because in general the large amount of water and then smooth riverbed. Okay, reduction of speed. Okay, very low at the mouth. Okay, amount of energy about the speed lead to for the upper cost. Okay, large in terms of the lower cost. Okay, rate of river I've mentioned before but once again upper cost erosion mainly. Okay, mainly vertical erosion and headward erosion. Okay, because 佢嗰度啲水係冇石頭裝住啊嘛。OK for the water in the upper coast is not really carrying a lot of rocks, so they are having more room for eroding the sediment nearby. Okay, then for the middle course, vertical erosion and lateral erosion can be found. Transportation is the main work. Okay, just like meander is one of the or Ospo Lake. Okay, is one of the evidence that's showing the transportation, deposition, and erosion both occur. Okay, because喂，我要咁樣打通。Okay, how to making the Ospo Lake because you need to making it straight and all during the process the lateral erosion take place， 即係喂你要打直條河嘅話，即係 Ospo Lake meander 嗰啲咁你要由meander 變做 Ospo Lake 嘅話，咁你首先要有 lateral erosion 噶嘛。OK, the erosion of the lake of the meander is the evidence of the existence is the evidence of the existence of the lateral erosion. OK, 咁 deposition 喂我呢兩邊會燒咗 and finally somehow it will be sealed. OK, for both of the Ospo Lake. OK, 咁呢個咪其實就係個 evidence 係咪就係喂我有 deposition 嘅證據咯。OK, the Ospo Lake may sealed by the sediment. This is the evidence of deposition. Transportation 喂大佬you need to carry the sediment array throughout the process, so it's already inherent in the formation of Ospo Lake. OK, lower cost lateral erosion occur especially the outer bank of the river just like here. OK, outer bank 即係呢度OK, transportation is more important. Deposition is the main work. OK, just like the inner band of the river occur in the inner bank channel and also at the mouth that forms deltas. OK, or even in the riverbed during the dry season， 呢個可以造成 bladder stream and also make up of the bladder stream. On the valley for the fall during the floods. OK, floodplain 呢個亦都會造成。OK, then load 頭先講咗啦，其實 OK 呢條for the upper course mostly angular and coarser, and then for the middle course more moderate in amount and angularities. OK, and then also for the lower course large amount, mostly fine and rounded. Then this is all the formation can be found in the landform can be found in the different tracks. OK, different courses. OK,咁最緊要係咩咧 for the formation of diagram sadly I cannot just giving you the cannot just giving the passage to you because most of the time is asking for the annotated diagram, so I would better give you this. OK, but for here for the river, bear in mind the D, bear in mind the E, and bear in mind the F. OK, 即係好似之前嗰5步咁樣嘅 ，OK，just like the CP1 5 step，OK，but for the DEF，what is DEF description of landform？OK 啊，你首先at the end you gonna describe what is the landform 嗱，呢個咪 D 咯 ，circular halos of the punch pool，OK 啊，咁呢個咪 D 咯嚇，then what is E explanation of the landform？OK 啊，咁你可能呢個係 E 啦 ，OK 啊，the first part of the last graph it belongs to E. Okay, explanation. Okay, description. And also Fourier processes. 咁你話喂咩叫 Fourier process 啊？即係 erosion deposition 嗰啲，你一定要有啦。OK 啊，it gonna be erosion and deposition for the Fourier processes. OK，then where can you find the F 呢度咯？OK 嗱right here is also talking about punch pool and also talking about waterfall. Okay, then D. Okay, because it's describing the landform. Okay, then the resistant rock, less resistant rock erode more quickly, and then this one. Okay, 咁其實bear in mind most of the time is just asking you 5 mark. Okay, for the annotated diagram maximum. OK，佢頂都問到你5分嘅，咁你D or E，OK，try your best to give 2 points and then F you know you should have to tell the erosion or deposition taking place。咁你做得呢啲位靚咧，其實都應該唔會大炒嘅。OK 啊，most of time you can get full mark or just full mark minus 1 mark。OK 啊，then it will be fine。OK 嗱，講多次。OK，let's talk about the what are the formation of waterfall again。OK river falls over bands of rock with different resistance, and then the less resistant rock eroded more quickly, forming a step. 咁呢啲咪explanation 啦 ，this is all explanation. And then erosion continue in the less resistant rock. OK，erosion 係 erosion of Fourier process 啦，即係 river process 啦。OK，嚇 river falls down, forming a waterfall. Then falling water produce strong hydraulic action, which undercut the base, forming a circular halo called punch pool. D and E，OK，咁其實你分清楚 D、E、F 咧，其實真係唔會好大鑊嘅，OK 嚇。Then gorge is the further development of the waterfall，OK 嚇。Then cutting more, then is forming a lodge, right？OK 啊，咁呢個 D 啦，係咪呢個 F 啦？Sorry，OK。Then undercutting and large lodge, and then the resistance rock overhangs and lose support and eventually collapse. Okay, then the repeated collapse of overhanging rocks causes the waterfall to retreat and upstream and form the gorge. 未講到 what is gorge? What is gorge 啊？ You have to describe what is gorge. Okay, narrow, deep, and steep-sided valley. Then is a gorge. Okay 嚇咁。有晒 DEF 你就好易玩啦 ，OK 嚇 ，then DEF is a good step，right？OK，so 頭先講咗Osmo Lake and also the Osmo Lake and the meander，OK，不過講之前要講咗個 interlocking spur 先，不過 interlocking spur 咧真係好少學校嘅，不過佢真係乞人憎在呢個。冇考過係嘛？睇下先，2020啊，我驚佢出2020。I forget what 2020 is about. Okay, 2022 DSE past paper. I forget. Wait a minute. It should be if there is, it should be meander 嚟嘅。Okay, so no worries. Okay 嚇，interlocking spur 咧it is just having it in the CE。OK 嚇，咁都係好耐年前㗎啦，起碼都It is long time ago, at least 90 something 㗎啦 ，OK 嚇。But anyway give you 啦 ，OK 嚇。First of all, we gonna start with the V-shaped valley. Okay, vertical erosion taking place F 啦呢個 and then creates a deep step and then create a V-shaped valley. This is a steep sided and then also narrow valley. OK，咁for this V-shaped valley, I don't think it is really going to happen alone. Okay, at least it have to develop into the interlocking spur 咁先夠咯，真係嚇。你唔考到 interlocking spur 邊度有4-5分啦。OK 嚇。Then soil and loose rock are moved down the hill and slope wash and by slope wash and soil creep process, just like landslide. OK， 即係一啲緩慢版嘅 landslide 過程。OK，then maybe is if the velocity is higher and at the rapid and faster but slower, while as the river has to overcome the friction 呢啲咁樣啦。OK 嚇，then this one exclude. OK because I don't think it's going to happen along with the waterfall. 若果佢再考埋 waterfall 啊，再考埋punch pool 啊 ，if waterfall and punch pool all together with the interlocking spur 黐線嘅 ，OK at least 10 mark 啊 I don't think it will happen. OK 嚇，then the channel will become shallow and narrow. OK 嚇，and then low flat valley fall. Then the channel is narrow and shallow. Large angular walls are found in the river as the river has time to green dam down by attrition and abrasion. 即係呢度咧，佢不斷咁 erosion 啦 ，erosion occur, keep continuing. OK, like this. OK, then all together making the rock. If there's some hard rock right here. 嗱，呢度可能又係 hard 啦 ，OK if we are having some hard rock here, then altogether the river will flowing according to the resistance of the rock, then it will form the interlocking spur. OK， 咁呢個 D 啦，呢個 E 啦 ，and then 呢個 F， 因為講緊 attrition。OK 得唔得 ？OK again this is E。Okay, again, bear in mind, write 2 point for E and 2 point for F, then you will have full mark almost. OK， 咁 osmotic 啦 ，osmotic 咁就right here 啦。Let's talk about the diagram instead of the passage. OK， 即係就咁講字好冇意思噶嘛啊。But beforehand, you should remind that. What is outer band and inner band of the osmotic? OK, osmotic outer band 記住佢係 higher waterfall, higher speed of waterfall. Inner band lower speed of waterfall. So accordingly, deposition occur in the inner band. OK, erosion occur in the outer band. OK， 咁咧呢度咧就應該有個 cliff 嘅，呢個 cliff 咧就叫做 river cliff. OK, because erosion take place 啊嘛 ，and then a cliff will occur. OK, then for the inner bank, there will be a deposition. Then slip off slope will occur. Okay, so all together, 睇呢度啦 ，inner bank 唔係 outer bank, sorry, outer bank right here. Lateral erosion keep taking place. 呢個係咪 F 啊？River cliff retreat and then outer bank backwards, becoming more concave 呀 convex concave OK 歪咗跑 OK then inner bank deposition will occur in the inner bank OK 咁呢個 F 啦 OK deposition 啊嘛and then slip off slope enlarge then the inner bank will become more convex then it will become a slip off slope OK 咁繼續落去啦咁I don't think this one will be just asking you outer bank and inner bank. OK I think osmotic meander 嗰啲先係會主力問咯。OK I think they were asking meander or osmotic mainly. But you know in Hong Kong there's no very explicit meander， 即係佢頂籠問到咁樣嘅2020嚟嘅呢個係 OK then also like this, okay? But you have to, on top of the meander itself, you also need to remember what is inner bank, outer bank of the river, okay? 咁你先會攞晒滿分嘅 ，OK 得唔得？去翻頭先嗰度先，喂，出翻嚟啊！好 ，then F lateral erosion pushing to outer bank, moving towards each other, and then F 啦呢個係 ，then the little water enter the old channel. Okay, 呢啲 E 啦 ，and then the flood water may cut off the lag between the inner bank outer bank. OK, then seal up the channel by the sediment。OK, then forming the osmotic 咁就 D 咯。OK， 咁所以都係其實4、5分嘅。OK， 4 or 5 mark only。OK， 好，繼續 floodplain 啦。OK，floodplain 我直接嚟呢度啦。OK，floodplain 咁點解要叫 floodplain？Why it have to be called floodplain？ OK，because we are having flood。OK 咁呢個 D 啦，唔係呢個 F 啦。OK，at the very beginning，we are having a lot of flood water and then overflow the channel, bringing the sediment to it. OK it's only occur during the flooding. OK, then the sediment deposit 就擺明 deposition 啦。咁呢個咪 F 咯。OK full process 啊嘛。then on the rarely fall and then at the river bank. OK then the sediment will keep at the river bank builds up and form levees. OK 咁呢啲 explanation 啦。若果佢可能問你 levees 嘅話 ，levees 係咩？咁你咪寫翻 D 咯。OK，then the sediment on the valley floor will accumulate and build up and form up a floodplain， 咁咪 D、F 咯。OK 得唔得？呢個 D sorry。OK this should be D sorry。手腦不協調。OK，it should be D sorry。OK，then floodplain 完啦。你可以睇呢個啦they are more or less the same。OK，delta 咧就 delta 咧睇下先啊，其實呢4步得㗎啦。OK you can refer to here。OK，but I just think it's too much for you。OK， 即係呢度太多字，同埋啲字我諗印出嚟都唔係太清楚。I don't think it's very clear。OK，but please do bear in mind。if you write a delta then draw something like this and then 咁你逐個講咯。OK，咁3啊嘛。OK，when the river enter the sea 呢個咪 E 咯。OK the speed of flow drops。OK， 跟住1。The sediment begin to settle in the both sides in the river. OK 咁跟住啦 over time the sediment deposit by layer. OK 咁呢個 F 啦。OK and then the gentle slope of gradient generally build up and extend to the sea。呢個仲唔係 D then a delta is formed。OK 即係我覺得你記呢4個得㗎啦。OK，but do bear in mind what is about in terms of the graphical presentation。OK so also for the delta I think you just remember this 4 is fine enough。OK咁繼續啦噃。呢啲 case 唔使if you really want to deal with the essay then you can have a look but it's already OC so I would better skip it。OK 即係你有時候 essay 咧去問你嗰啲 flooding 啊點解會出現啊啲咁樣咧，你可能記一記長江會好啲嘅。OK 如果你決心係 CP2 連呢個delta 都識連呢個essay 都要食埋嘅。OK，if you want to even pick the flooding in terms of take the essay of flooding in the essay then you better remember this as well but it's already out of syllabus already for you。 OK 咁即係戴頭盔咯呢啲。OK then I would better shift the focus into the channelization and also the different measures that can reduce the flooding problem and so on and so forth。 channelization 有咩好處 ？OK bear in mind channelization deepening widening and also shortening。OK 即係 at the very beginning you would better no matter it's about the evaluation part or in the 嗰個叫咩in the explanation part。 OK then channelization what you need to mention about channelization deepening widening and also strengthening of the channel then all together the velocity will become faster。 呢個係 faster 得唔得？erosion 係勁啲。唔係呢個因為 concrete lining 嘅關係未瞓醒。OK，it's smaller sorry concrete lining 我睇漏咗。as the friction is reduced then the deposition will be reduced as well。 但係有咩問題what are the problem？ expensive 啦 artificial structure maybe ice wall。 OK 唔樣衰咯then the concrete lining also destroy the river。 OK。The lateral river bank will be lost, and then the channelization will reduce the amount deposited by the river, and then cut off the alluvium and affecting the farming as well. dragging 啦，刮深呢條河 ，OK，removing the sediment from the channel. Then the water capacity will be increased, channel roughness decrease, and then also river velocity increase. Then mainly is costly. 其實咧你大部分咧你都講 costly 都得嘅，即係你嗰啲most of the river measures，OK，you can say is costly，OK，unless afforestation 啊嗰啲咁樣 time consuming 啦。Need to carry out periodically. You cannot do it once and for all. Okay. Stir up the sediment. Then also destroying the aquatic life. 其實講來講去都呢啲嘢 cannot prevent large scale flooding. How about dike? 又係啦。No matter what kind of artificial river work, okay, they are all increasing the water holding capacity. Bear in mind for this, okay 咁但係佢呢度 dike 有咩好處咧 ？Just like the Shingmun River dike, okay, it can provide some space for recreational land use, letting the bicycle riding, so on and so forth. The river bank will also be strengthened, and then also reduce of risk of the collapsed lateral bank, okay, efficient to see the impact, okay 又係貴啦 ，unnatural 啦。flooding 咧頂唔到好大嘅 ，OK serious flooding 咧 just like the earthquake is too strong, so the measure cannot stand it 啦。You can keep saying for this, OK and also maintenance issue 啦。OK, the silting of the lower course will also raise the seabed. OK, maybe other measures 嗱呢個又係成日見到嘅maybe more effective. Then maybe in terms of the sustainability, you can talk about the afforestation. Instead of the cost effectiveness, I think the channelization is more cost effective. Okay. Bypass flood rate you can divert the water downstream in the main river, regulate the discharge, but it's expensive. This large area to build, suitable area is not always available. Damage the natural habitat along the flood rate, flooding may occur. 咁其實都係嗰啲嘢 ，OK？ Pumping water station 咧，咁其實is also can be regarded as a comprehensive water management scheme. OK then in general, in terms of the hydrograph, it can reduce the time lag. OK 咁真係可以 prevent 到 flooding 嘅 somehow. But again, maintenance cost is an issue, large area, and also it may be a safety hazard to the children. OK 咁你話喂我好窮啊，我冇錢啊，咁點算啊？ Okay, if we are really running out of money, but I still want to do something like gabion is another feasible option. 咁都係嗰啲都係 increase 嗰個increase 嗰個water holding capacity 咁 reduce the low supply and therefore silting 咧就reduce 啦 bank erosion reduce 啦 ，OK cheaper relatively OK 不過你照講可以講佢 unnatural 啊嘛。cannot prevent large flooding 啦。cage 嗰啲 cage 咧，嗰啲籠will be rust and also break down over time, then causing injury risk. Okay, regular maintenance is needed, and also high velocity of the river will damage the gabions as well. Okay, flooding 啦，dam 啦 ，dam 有咩用啊？又係 increase 個 water holding capacity 咯，講來講去都係呢啲嘢㗎。OK， then reducing the sediment supply to the river 啦。OK， then for the areas behind or along with the dam development， 你點都要做少少 channelization。Then also it can 你可以講翻少少 channelization 嗰啲 pros 啦。OK， you can also mention the pros of the channelization。Reduce of risk of flooding 啦 ，OK， recreational space reduce flooding， OK， 又係嗰啲啦 ，natural river bank natural habitat 冇咗 ，flooding may occur if the embankment collapse expensive to build 啦 ，constant maintenance， 即係就寫來寫去都係呢啲嘅。好 ，soft measures Soft measures, land use management, okay, just like CP1, okay, restrain the development in the floodplain area, high risk area. 其實你轉一轉 wording 咧，if you just change the wording, CP1 can use in the CP2 啦，man. Okay, regulate the reclamation of the fish pond in wetland on the floodplain. Okay, restore the ability of wetland to absorb the flood water 啦。Assess the impact of the development on the drainage. Okay. But the problem is, it is difficult to restrict the development area, complex land ownership, 咁 enforcement 好難搞啦。Which more or less alike with the CP1 as well， 得唔得？你 CP1 識嘅嘢咧，點解呢度唔用咧？即係其實即係我唔係話完全唔俾你揀 CP2 啊，你熟嘅話你真係可以揀。不過你真係要熟嚇，都係嗰句 afforestation。If you talking about afforestation, bear in mind, tell me something about water cycle。即係 water cycle 嗰堆你都可以講 increase infiltration、increase interception 嗰啲度得唔得嚇 ？reduce one-off 嗰啲 therefore silting may be reduced 啦。But lower cost and also wildlife habitat can be maintained. Recreational ground can be maintained. Need time for the trees to grow, but also if the effectiveness is in doubt, okay, it cannot prevent serious flooding. Last space to build the trees, okay, 都仲係要錢嘅 ，OK 嚇。Bear in mind, afforestation still need money for management, for maintenance, okay. Flood warning system 啦，we are going to monitor the water level, issue flood warning, okay. Give times 係咪好似 CP1 啊 ？OK, increase the awareness, provide time for them to evacuate, OK 嗱，都係呢啲啫嘛。OK, reduce the damage and loss caused by flooding, OK。可唔可以真係可以 prevent 到 flooding？得唔得啦 ？OK, then it also depends on the awareness and also the accuracy， 係咪好似 CP1 ？OK, then this is the end of the river. Then for the coastal region, I will in the coastal part, I will make it in another video. Okay, bye.